is? How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be doing Trivia 9. The heat is on. That's the subtitle. That's what we're going with because I said it just now. We're going to do the whole thing. We're going to have a whole new round of trivia questions. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? Only one way to find out, and that's to sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a beverage. You know, those are both two the same things. You know what? Matter of fact, reverse that, flip it, grab a snack and a beverage, and listen on in to the first ones to die.
Hey everyone, welcome to the First Ones to Die podcast. I can't even think of the name right now. We're already unhinged.
And with that unhinged, I'll be right back.
Yeah, Alex is leaving the podcast.
Already, she's already forfeiting the challenge. It looks like it's going to be me and Jonathan competing for the trivia belt.
My mic is still on. I'm going to still be shouting shit. All right? I'm just going to not have my ears on. So I'll be right back.
I am here with, I can't say Alex and Jerome right now, so I'll just say Jerome. Jerome, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been a crazy week. We finally, for those who have been watching, you may have noticed that I've been a bit tired as the weeks have gone on. I've tried to keep the energy up, but it's been exhausted because we've been hard at work at the Museum of Pop Culture opening a new exhibit called Massive. It is finally open. By the time this comes out, it'll have been open a week. You can go check out Massive. It's an exploration in pop culture over the decades. It is an amazing exhibit. It looks phenomenal. Everyone worked really hard on it. Please go enjoy it. If for nothing else, it's a great nostalgia trip. Just to go down memory lane. There's an interactive in there where you can see 4 pop culture moments from a specific year, starting from the 1920s all the way into modern day in 2023. So please do go enjoy that exhibit. It's a fun time, really fun time, especially if you live in the Seattle area, because you can actually get to it a lot easier than most. I know we got fans in other places. So I'm glad that that's open and we're done. I get a little bit of a break before I have to work on some other projects. I'm working on we're calling it Into the Laserverse, but it's a laser show using the music from the Spider-Verse films that is happening on March 27th. So if you're interested, go check it out. Come on down. I'll be performing. It's a great time. And then also, Invincible started back up this week. We will probably review Invincible season 2 once the full thing is out. But
wait, was it like part 1 and part 2?
Part 1 came out last year. Part 2 is coming out now. So it just started this past week, and it is it started out strong. Is it being released week by week? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's being released week by week. So I'm excited for what's more of Invincible season 2. It's been good so far, so I'm really excited for the back end of the rest of Invincible season 2. And also released this past week, and I don't understand entirely people's reservations. It finally has come out. Much like how Borderlands is a movie that's been in development hell, taken forever, but we finally got a trailer this year and it's supposed to release this year. We also got a trailer from another movie that's been in development hell, the reboot of The Crow. Finally got a trailer. Finally just came out this past week, starring Bill Skarsgård and FKA Twigs.
At first, when I heard about it, I thought it was a movie about the making of the film. Because we know there was that's the film where Brandon Lee passed away. Mm-hmm. So I thought it was going to be that, but no, it's still in that world.
Well, this is supposed to be, because I don't know if either you know this, but The Crow is actually, the movie is based off a comic book of the same name. So this movie is supposed to be more like that's why I say it's a reboot, not a remake. They're not trying to remake the original film with Brandon Lee. Everything. They're just making another film that is taking from the source material of The Crow, the original comic. If you know that, and I specify that because people or rather Crow fans specifically, have actively just rejected this movie. they released pictures of Bill Skarsgård just dressed as the character Eric Draven. Then they released the trailer, and from the pictures already, people were like, "No, we don't want this. We reject your reality." Then,
I mean,
like the trailer came out, and people didn't want it.
I did it with
more and more.
the Freddy Krueger remake.
Here's
I rejected
the
it.
thing. I
understand the impact of The Crow is significantly different than Nightmare on Elm Street, but I'm saying I get their point of view going on.
Here's my thing. I don't, because, and here's the reason why. It's not like, because a lot of people, for some people, it's because they're like, this is disrespectful to Brandon Lee, and he passed away and he worked really hard to get the movie made, like the first movie. For other people, it's, well, it doesn't have the same vibe as the first movie and all that stuff. And I'm like, here's the thing. First of all, it's not a remake of the first movie. So you can't even include the first movie in this conversation because it's not a part of it in any way, shape, or form. Secondly, as much as I do admire what Brandon Lee accomplished in getting the first movie made, and it is tragic what happened to him, and unfortunately, like, you can't talk about that movie without talking about the tragedy of what happened to Brandon Lee. However, Brandon Lee didn't invent The Crow. That story and that tale existed prior to that movie being made. So if somebody else wants to do an adaptation of the original source material and wants to do their version of it, that's their right to do so. Because Brandon Lee, nor any of the original producers on that movie, own that story. So it's like you kind of got to take it like you know what I mean? It's just like if someone wanted to make another Batman movie. Like, nobody who's made a Batman movie owns Batman. Like, outside of DC Comics, the publisher. But everybody else, I mean, like, as far as the people who made those movies, none of them own Batman. And I'm assuming that the original writer of The Crow comic book gave them his blessing to make this movie.
I'm just curious for FKA Twigs, because has she ever acted before?
I think it's her first role. So I'm curious to see how she does, especially because I don't imagine she'll be here long, like be on that in the movie long, because she's playing a character who's destined to die. But I will agree though.
Spoilers.
I'm not sure if I like the look so much of the new Crow, like Bill Skarsgård's The Crow.
It looks like the Joker.
A lot of people have been comparing it to Jared Leto Joker. For me, I don't see, like, I do see what people mean by Jared Leto Joker. It's not, for me, that's not so much the issue as much as just the idea around the Crow is that when he comes back from the dead, he's like a walking corpse, basically. And this just to me looks like a dude with like makeup and tattoos. And this is supposed to be him in Crow form, as opposed to like in The Crow, where he's like not that he should look like a decaying body, but rather he should look like super pale, kind of like, and which the original comics in black and white. And I think they did color later, but that's my idea of like what the Crow should look like. See, a lot of people were like immediately Joker.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, it looks grimy. It looks cool. It looks gothic in a different way. I still would have probably added more shadow, but I don't hate it. I don't hate the looks that they're going for. I think it's going to be something different. And I trust Bill Skarsgård because he's an amazing actor. I think people are being a little too immediate to just shut it down, even though it looks okay. Like, it doesn't look great, but it looks like an okay film. It could be something cool. And it could and it looks like they at least like are acknowledging the story. It's still not as dark as the original comic, whatever. So yeah, that's been my week. It's just trying to playing Helldivers, reacting to trailers. That's pretty much been it.
Nice. How's your week been, Alex?
I am cooking right now.
As in warm.
Yes.
Not like you're actually cooking a meal.
No, I'm not. I have too much hair on my head right now. This happens every time the weather turns just enough, or I'm ready to be like, maybe I could rock a bald look. I know I can't. I got weird dents in my head from sometimes I cracked my head open as a kid. That's another story. But like, I want to, and like, I have a pair of scissors that I keep eyeing above my head. They're just like a little snip.
Hey, if you...
No, there's no reason for body encouragement right here. I know what my head would look like.
But hey, there's hats. That's what hats are for.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My week's been pretty good. I went to the Neko Cafe in Seattle where you can hang out with cats and have some coffee.
Oh,
The cats were so freaking adorable. I absolutely loved each and every one of them. There was one that
Were
looked
they
like
adoptable?
most of them were. They have what they call residents that they don't like, that are not adoptable. They just kind of live there. There was this cute one that just had the longest gray fur and like it looked scraggly. Best way to describe it. And I was ready to just take that one home. I was like, I want you to come home with me. But I sort of have a man who's sitting in in my recliner right now, like he pays bills, that I don't think he would get along with other cats. Just look at that loaf of a cat just showing out like he does stuff. Other than that, my week's been pretty chill, calm. I've enjoyed that. I got my car back finally. My window was busted for a while. So I'm really excited to have that back because I hate the bus so much. It's great. Public transportation is great and needs to be funded because it helps a tremendous amount of people and it's very useful and I'm very grateful to have it. However, it's a great thing to have. However, I still hate it and will try to walk as much as I can before hopping on a bus. And that just kills me right now. Public transportation is something that is important to a city-like area. Other than that, yeah, no, just, also, FYI, heads up disclaimer, I'm drinking during this episode. This is not a promotion or a ad or a sponsor or anything like that. But I got
if
the
you want
Arizona...
to sponsor us, please do hit us up at firstonestoDie@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'll drink this every
Arizona.
episode. Arizona IC wants to give me one every episode. I would be a happy little camper. It's the Arizona Spiked Hard iced tea with peach. It is so good. I like it so much.
But is it 99 cents, though?
It is not. If it was, then I would begin my descent into alcoholism. So probably good that it's not. Because this thing is good. This is something, especially with the weather, how it's warm right now. Totally something you would drink like on a warm summer day.
All I have is Wendy's strawberry lemonade. Wendy's, if you would also like to sponsor us, I would drink plenty of strawberry lemonade. It's one of the few fast food drinks, much like McDonald's iced tea, that when the ice melts, is still good.
I have an empty glass of water.
Why are you gonna make healthy choices in front of us like that?
No, hey,
making us all look bad.
I'll pull out. One second.
Meanwhile, while Jonathan goes and refreshes his drink, you should probably also just real quick subscribe to the First Ones to Die YouTube channel so you can be privy to all of these fun moments that happen here on the First Ones to Die podcast. Most of them happen very much live. Not live, because we're not streaming, but, live in the sense of like you can be watching us and you're like, oh man, what's going to happen next? You never know. Go on over to the YouTube channel, subscribe, favorite, like, share, hit notification bell, all that good stuff.
Okay, what you want, the Wendy's lemonade or the Raising Cane's icy?
Yeah. Double drinks on us. I have water as my other beverage on the side.
Now...
Is it still good?
That's good.
All right.
Well, the weather's like warm now, so like iced tea, lemonade, man, it is just the drinks you need. Ow, I hit my foot. It is the drinks you need for this type of weather, especially since I'm like sweating. I'm chubby. I got a lot of hair. I'm dying. I'm not made for and I was just talking to somebody about this too. Because they were like, would you ever move to Hawaii? I'm like, I would not survive in Hawaii. But how's your week going, Jonathan?
Good. Speaking of cars, my car was also at the shop as well. Well, it currently still is. So I would take the bus. Transportation system here is trash. So I had to Lyft and Uber back to work every day, which even for the couple of days that I did do it, it's like, I don't want to keep doing this. So I had to do that until they diagnosed my car. And then I got the diagnosis back and my car needs a new engine, apparently. So, so it's getting a new engine. Thankfully, it's under warranty, so I don't have to pay anything. So I'm getting a new engine. So it's like basically a brand new car. But it's still annoying in the fact that I just got this car and it already needs a new engine.
What'd you do?
But... What if I did something, it wouldn't be under warranty. So
fair enough.
I didn't do anything.
I just because I'm like thinking, I'm like, all right, my car needs like a shit ton of stuff, but it's like things that need to be replaced. And then all of a sudden you come out with my car needs a whole new engine. Like, wow, okay.
And it's a 2021 car, so I don't know what the deal is. But yeah. So now I have a loaner car, which is nice. It'll get me from point A to point B. One of those point B's that I went to was Friday. I was off because I worked on Sunday, so I got to take. And I went to the movies. I saw the American Society of Magical Negroes. And
review coming soon, folks. We are also reviewing that movie as well.
Oh, I didn't realize. We are?
Yep.
Are we?
Okay. So
I've heard the worst things about it now.
I'm not pulling your leg on this one. This is an actual, it's on the calendar.
I mean, do we want to keep
Okay,
it on
so
the calendar? Because I keep hearing things about it, and it's like...
I'll save my thoughts.
Yeah, it's on the calendar for next week. So tune in next week for a review of the American Society
Wait,
of
do your
Magical
thoughts is should we review it?
I think we should.
All right, fine.
All right.
I saw another movie today, and that was Arthur the King. I was about to say King Arthur.
Oh, yeah. The dog movie.
The new movie. Yeah, the new dog movie with Mark Wahlberg and Simu Liu.
Like dog or like
dog, like a Marley and Me or
okay.
A Dog's Wish or one of those kind of movies, like the sentimental dog kind of movies. It's basically about this guy who runs these these not marathons but
triathlon-esque
triathlon style races with this team. Basically, like freaks out and then he gets called out for it, and then a few years later he wants to assemble the team again. And the dog helps them out on their trek through the competition. It was very adorable. It was very there were some points where this is a spoiler for one line, but it's not a spoiler for any plot. And it's based on a true story, so if you wanted to look up the story, you could. But at one point, they are Mark Wahlberg. They're meeting up with the team because they're about to go on the race, and Mark Wahlberg is like, all right, we got to do this. We got to make sure we do this. We got to do that. We got to do this. For some random reason, Natalie Emmanuel says, my dad has cancer. She just blurts that out all of a sudden after.
Don't make me laugh at sentences like that.
I know, but literally the audience in the showing, they just laughed after she said that.
No.
Because it was so random. Why did she say that? And then it never got brought up again in the rest of the movie.
That's how I felt about. It's not quite the same, but it makes me think of the same thing. Of I don't know if have either of you seen the movie American Skin?
Mm-mm.
It's a very.
I don't think so. Yeah,
it's a very dramatic movie starring.
I didn't think about it too hard, but I did get a little. You got a little emotional at the end. Yeah, because it's a dog movie. It has to be emotional.
Yeah, literally, it's either the dog will have a nice triumph and live a great life, or the dog dies. That's how every dog movie ends. It's one of the two ways. There is no other.
Do you want me to spoil it?
Yes,
I'm not going to see the movie. No, don't tell me. I don't want to know what the
don't
dog
spoil
dies
it for those that are audience members who do want to watch it.
It's based on a true story.
They need to be warned.
Still, they may not know the true story. They may want to go to the theater and find out.
I'm feeling like the way you're avoiding the question, you're telling me the dog dies.
I don't actually know that.
And I don't know which is sadder, the racism Jerome brought up or the death of a dog that you did. You guys are bummers.
Okay, wait. Okay. Audience spoilers for Arthur the King. If you want to watch it, fast forward about 30 seconds, all right? Okay, I warned you. The dog lives, all right? The dog lives in the movie, but he gets close to death. He gets so close to death, which is where you get emotional. There's 3 times at the end of the movie where you think the dog is going to die.
Is it just a dog about helping with a triathlon? How is he almost killed?
Because they're in Santo Domingo. And they're racing through, that's where the dog is found, and he was abused and stuff, and he's running with the people, and he has this, injury that gets infected, that gets that gets infested, but they can't see that while they're running, so they just continue to run with the dog, and then the dog just like at the end of the race just passes out. They take him to the vet, and the people who fast forwarded 30 seconds, fast forward about 30 more seconds, all right? Okay, so they take him to the vet in San Domingo, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna have to put him down. And then Mark Wahlberg's like, not on my watch. I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna take you to the States. And then, but the vets were like, he's not gonna make it. He's gonna die in transit. But he's like, Mark Wahlberg's like, I don't care. I'm taking him to the States. And then, when he gets ready to get on the plane, the airplane workers, they're wanting to put him in the crate. And Mark Wahlberg's like, no, I can't put him in the crate. He's going to die in there. And they're like, sir, you cannot take the dog on the plane with you. It's either you put him in the crate or you don't he's not going on the plane at all. Fine, I'll put him in the crate. The dog gets on the crate. The plane lands. The dog's not moving in the crate. Ultimately, they take him to the vet. They think he's going to die at the vet. And then it's like a cut. It leaves you on a cliffhanger. Then you see Mark Wahlberg running, and then you see the dog running behind Mark Wahlberg.
That was I feel like a bit like poor dog going through all that traumatic thing.
Yeah.
But at least good dog.
Dog lived.
I would do a lot for my pets. You hear that, Cheddar? I'd fly to another country for you. He doesn't care.
Oh, he looked at you.
He's just like, why the hell are you yelling at me? Welcome back to those who just tuned in, not wanting Arthur King spoilers. I don't have my air conditioner in my apartment, so I'm going to cook overnight. So what are we doing here today, guys? What's going on?
Trivia 9!
Trivia. For those
the heat is on!
Yes,
Which is actually very apt, because the heat is on.
You should say the
like
air
in
is
the
on.
world.
The air's not on. That's the problem.
Heat is on in the world. Yeah, exactly. God turned up the thermostat. Finally.
Trivia 9, the heat is on, God turned up the thermostat. All right. All right. For those who may not be familiar with our trivia games, this is Trivia Volume 9, and we play through a website called Trivia Plaza that I will pull up right now.
Now, here's the thing, audience. A couple things to know. Yeah, Trivia Plaza is the site we use, and we've done this 8 times now, not including today. Currently, I don't know what the score is amongst the 3 of us, but I do know that the previous trivia champ is actually technically someone who's not here, which is technically Jasmine, who currently holds the what we're going to call the international trivia belt in our no, not international. Yes, not international. What is it? Domestic?
It's national.
I think
domestic.
When we
national belt. Thank you. The national trivia belt and regarding to the FFOTD trivia matches, but currently I believe Alex is holding the local championship.
Yeah, that's why I got my towel. I'm ready to defend.
I thought I was holding the local championship.
Actually,
because we did hairspray.
You are because you picked
hairspray.
Yes. So Jonathan is the current local champion amongst the FOTD crew.
Because I think before I won, we were all tied. I think.
Maybe. I'll have to count it out and look at it again.
Alex, maybe what is it, a scarf?
No, it's a towel.
Oh,
look, I really
she's fitting the sweat.
I make jokes, but my ass does really have like a whole fucking head of hair. So much hair. Like I'm ready to take clippers to it. So the back of my neck is like cooking, which makes everything else cook. So it is a wet towel I'm using to cool myself down with. It's that or that. Those pairs of scissors up there are getting used tonight. I don't find some way to cool myself down. Oh no, there's another pair over there. Oh, look at that. I got scissors all around me.
All right. The way this works is each of us will answer 10 questions in a category chosen by the other two. So one person will pick the category, another person will pick the subcategory, and then for the subcategory, the person answering the questions will pick that. We'll do that one time around, and then we'll do a round where everybody is in on the same question. So we're all answering the same questions together. If there is a tie, we will do a tiebreaker round, and that will determine the winner. If there is still a tie, I believe we'll do sudden death.
Yes. Then it's sudden death.
Mm-hmm. All right. Does anyone want to go first?
The way we do this is the previous champion goes first.
The previous champion's not here, technically.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, the previous champion in this case will go first. That is Jonathan.
I feel like I'm always going first.
You'll stop winning.
Ooh.
It's a very simple process. Stop winning.
All right. What do you guys have for me?
Well, you gotta pull it up on our screen.
Oh, is it not up? Oh, I thought it was
not yet.
We are not looking at what you are looking at.
Tab on StreamYard.com. Okay. Oh, here we go. Wait, it's in.
You have to click.
I got you.
Okay, there we go.
Because we've only been doing this, folks, for like what, 5 years now?
It was in the waiting room the whole time. My screen. All right, we got Trivia Plaza pulled up. Now, who wants to pick the category?
I'll pick it.
Okay, Alex, go for it.
We got pop music, we got movies, we got geography, science, computers, literature, classical music, history, television, sports, languages, and miscellaneous.
Well, due to the strike last time, we could not do any of the categories such as movie, music, and television. I think we stayed music, away from music, just, to be on the safe side. So let's do movie.
All right. And Jerome, we got categories like awards, characters, connections, directors, Disney, quote, soundtrack, superhero, Star Wars, specials, taglines, word clouds, the infamous word cloud. I know better than to
do word clouds this time because we did it for Trivia 7.
Yeah, that wasn't cool.
It was very fun, but it was not conducive to victory. So let's try. You know what? Let's hit directors. Let's hit directors.
All right.
And now, Jonathan, you get to pick the subcategory.
Okay. Now, if whatever degree of difficulty, will you guys pick around the same degree of difficulty?
Yes. I will try.
I think that's what we normally do in our trivia games. Wow, these are all pretty low to average.
2000's Directors 1 has like an 8.22.
Oh.
So that one maybe.
No, I want to go on the
1970s
lower
Directors
end.
have an 8.29. That's interesting.
Oh. You know what? I'll go in the middle. For Directors 2016 2 at a 5.6. I'm going to be bad at this.
Here we go. Which directors helmed these movies of 2016?
I do not know directors, so here we go. Why did I think a loaf of bread was going across the screen, Alex?
A loaf of bread. You hear that? They're calling you a loaf of bread, Cheddar. Your butt is like directly in my face. I mean, last trivia time I had toast.
Gibbs is also a loaf of bread. He's also a potato as well.
Cheddar has much to say about that. Do you need something? Can I help you with something? Do you require my assistance?
All right. Here we go.
All right. The movie in question is Manchester by the Sea. Was it directed by A, Tim Story, B, John Hillcoat, C, Kenneth Lonergan, or D, Gavin Hood? I honestly don't remember this. I know the movie. I do not know the director.
Yeah, I would have said Casey Affleck because I know he's in it,
He's in it.
but I thought he directed it as well.
I know nothing of directors, so can you?
Same. You're in Manchester by the sea. You would assume that you'd be on a hill and you'd be wearing a coat. That's why I'm going to say John Hillcoat.
I really can't control my face.
You're trying to pull a Jerome, I see.
I mean,
Let's
makes some sense.
let's see.
It's Kenneth Lonergan.
I have no idea who that is.
I honestly don't either, actually. Next, we've got The Girl on the Train. Is it directed by A, Tate Taylor, B, John Hamburg, C, Jean-Marc Valley, or D, Pablo Larraín?
See, now, there are a lot of trains in Europe, and Hamburg is a city in Europe. But also, Jean-Marc Valley sounds like a French name, which is also in Europe. So I'm between those two. Jean-Marc Valley caught my eye first, but that's before I saw John Hamburg. And I went with John in the last round. So I'm hoping John, helps me out here this round. And I'm going to go with John Hamburg.
Fair enough. John Hamburg it is. It's Tate Taylor.
You gotta stop trusting those Johns.
I know.
Who directed this movie, The Accountant? Is it A, Stephen Frears, B, Peter Berg, C, Gavin O'Connor, or D, Sharon Maguire?
No sense. All right, we're gonna put you down now. Thank you. So everybody say goodbye.
Bye,
Cheddar.
Okay,
Also,
see.
I did the calculations. Jonathan is currently leading in victories with 3, while me and Alex are at 2.
All right. That's about to change tonight.
You never know. You can pull it together.
Oh yeah.
Okay. My first thought, Stephen Frears. He has the name Fear in his name. You want your accountant.
Well, without the extra R, sure, yes.
Right. But it's in the name.
It's in there.
Take out the first R. You want your accountant to both scare you and be afraid of you at the same time. So because of that, I'm going to go with Stephen Frears.
Okay. It's Gavin O'Connor.
That may change tonight.
Who is the director of this movie, The Legend of Tarzan? Is it A, Woody Allen, B, Paul Feig, C, Roland Emmerich, or D, David Yates? I think I know who this is based off of just rule of deduction. But...
Yeah, I think I know who this is as well. I know it's not Woody Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who Roland Emmerich and David Yates are.
You don't know Roland Emmerich?
What did he do?
I'm pretty sure he did Independence Day.
Oh, okay.
It sounded so accusing. What did he do?
Yeah, he did Independence Day and The Day After Tomorrow. He does a lot of those like post-apocalyptic, or nature post-apocalyptic movies and stuff like that, like big stuff.
Wait, so is that a hint? Did he do? Dang, now I'm second guessing. But I think it was Paul Feig. I'm gonna go with Paul Feig.
Okay. It's David Yates. See, I knew it was David Yates because Paul Feig is the director for stuff like Bridesmaids and Ghostbusters, like 2016 Ghostbusters. So I was like, it's not a comedy. Who directed this movie? Collateral Beauty. I have never even seen this movie or heard of it.
Have it? It's with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. I think it bombed at the box office.
No, I thought that was called something else. Yeah, we can look. We have the power of the internet at our disposal.
Yeah, we're not supposed
I know
to Google
Will
stuff.
Smith is in it. Oh shoot,
Well,
shoot.
yeah, you can't
Why
look it
was
up, but I
Googling
can.
it? Why was I didn't see any director. I promise.
Okay, so yes, Will Smith is in it, but it's like, oh, this movie. Yeah. I
Is it
never
Margot
saw
Robbie
it.
in it?
No. Kate Winslet and Keira Knightley is in it. And
You're
there is
thinking
a
of the movie
with
with the heisting, no?
yeah, there is a movie with Will Smith and Margot Robbie. It's that's called, I think, Push. Focus. That's what it's called.
Oh
That's
that's the one that got panned. I
Yeah.
think.
Collateral Beauty didn't do so well
I
either.
remember we played it in.
that.
I remember we played that in IMAX Focus.
Did we?
Yeah, in PACCAR. I remember it got played in PACCAR.
I don't remember that movie at all.
But Collateral Beauty is who is directed by David Yates, David Frankel, Gary Marshall, or John Mark Valley. I think I do know who this is directed by.
Gary Marshall. I don't know. Don't take me seriously. Do not trust me.
I don't
Watch, I
think
turn
it's
out right.
Gary Marshall. Since David Yates was the last one, I don't think it's David Yates.
I don't know. You can never trust a director and what they actually, because it's like how M. Night Shyamalan, M. Night Shyamalan, whatever his how properly say his last name,
you say
did
it
like
right.
Stuart Little out of like nowhere, the left field.
Wait, he did Stuart Little? I did not know that.
That is my favorite
M.
fun
Night Shyamalan?
fact. Yeah, that's why people are
Wow.
like, wait.
Both, the Stuart Little 1 and 2?
I don't know about number 2, but I know for a fact he did number 1 because ever since I learned that, I now don't trust directors when they're like, it's not his
did
style
not
of film.
do number 1.
Did he do number 2? Who directed? He was involved in Stuart Little.
No, it's the same director from 1, which is Rob Minkoff. Rob Minkoff did the Stuart Little movies.
He's involved in it somehow. I know that much.
He might have been the producer, like executive producer.
Oh, it could have been it. That's still weird.
Because I was like, there's no way he did those movies.
You don't know. He could have been like, side project here. I got an idea. Which actually, big twist. They adopt a kid, but it's a mouse.
I thought you were gonna mention like George Romero, creator of Mad Max, who also did Babe, Pig in the City, or no, not Babe. I think it's Beethoven. He did the Beethoven movies.
Anyway, what's your answer?
I always know from Stuart Little. Sorry, Stuart Little sidebar. But me and my mom used to always quote, "What's the hurry, Murray?" from Stuart Little, and I always wanted a mouse little brother. Because I didn't understand the concept of CGI when I was little and watched Stuart Little. And I was like, oh, I want a mouse little brother. But Stuart Little
Also,
doesn't exist.
I stand corrected. First of all, I was all the way wrong. It was George Miller, and he did, Mad Max and also Babe, Pig in the City and also Happy Feet.
You got the Google capabilities right there, and you got it wrong.
Still got it wrong. But also another fun fact, my lovely companion Snowbell was named after the cat in Stuart Little, who was voiced after Nathan Lane.
Mm-hmm.
Got the same attitude though too in that film in real life. Sassy as fuck and pretty much try to kill everything around it. So
Well, you've given Jonathan plenty of thinking time.
Right. I'm just going to say Jean-Marc Vallée. It's my second time going with him.
It was David Frankel.
boo.
Who directed this? Now, this one you should get. Like,
No, I shouldn't because I don't know.
who directed Alice Through the Looking Glass? Is it A, James Bobbin, B, David Yates, C, Paul Feig, or D, Roland Emmerich?
Actually, I think I should know it. I think it's Paul Feig. I want to say it's Paul Feig.
It's
Oh
James
my
Bobbin. I'm like,
gosh.
I just told you he directed comedies.
This shows that Jonathan does not listen to us when we talk.
2016. I said that.
Since when is Alice Through the Looking Glass a
It's
comedy?
not a comedy. That's why it should have been. It should have been obvious. It's not Paul Feig or Roland Emmerich or David Yates. It should have been James Bobbin.
It's a little bit of a comedy.
Let's get to Mother's Day because I actually know this one.
You do know this one. Who directed Mother's Day? Is it A, Sharon McGuire, B, Stephen Frears, C, Peter Berg, or D, Gary Marshall?
Now, I do know, I knew this before we watched it, but we watched Valentine's Day last year for Valentine's Day, and that was also directed by Gary Marshall, R.I.P.
We also did a review on Mother's Day.
Yep, of Mother's Day. That's true. Go check out our Mother's Day review. It's great.
I think it was last year.
Wow, we
It was last year.
I forgot that we reviewed. Reviewed that movie.
That movie was all over the place.
It's
It was
trash.
Like her wig.
kind of was.
Anyway, who directed Jackie? Is it A, Justin Lin, B, Pablo Larraín, C, David Mackenzie, or D, Steven Spielberg?
I know it wasn't Steven Spielberg. I don't think it was Justin Lin. I don't know who he is, but I don't think it was him.
I will give you this. He's the director of the Fast and Furious movies.
Oh, okay.
Or some of them.
No, it
anyway,
wasn't.
Not all of them.
No, he didn't direct it. Pablo Larraín. David Mackenzie. Why not? I'll say David Mackenzie.
All right, going with David Mackenzie.
Uh-oh, maybe I should go with Pablo.
Do it. Pick one. Do it. Do it.
Oh,
It was Pablo
dang.
You really shouldn't listen to me. We keep
I
telling you
honestly
this.
didn't know. I would have went with David Mackenzie as well. I forgot. I forgot he directed Jackie. I've heard it's a good movie though.
Mhm.
Who directed Jack Reacher Never Go Back? Is it A, Edward Zwick, B, Scott Derrickson, C, John Hillcoat, or D, Woody Allen?
Okay, so John Hillcoat let me down before, so I won't pick him, even though the answer is probably going to be him. Scott Derrickson. Scott Derrickson. He sounds like a guy that would direct a Jack Reacher movie. And funny enough, the new Reacher show, the guy that plays Reacher,
Alan Richson.
what's his name? Alan Richson. He just popped up on my For You page or Instagram, whatever, singing. I think he was singing "Weak" by SWV, and everybody in the comments was like, "What? Reacher can sing? What?" But fun fact, he actually auditioned for American Idol back in the day. On the season.
You
with
said this the
Fantasia.
last time we
Really?
mentioned Alan Richson. Yeah, during the Fast and Furious review.
I keep forgetting Alan Richards in the Fast and the Furious. I can see him in there, but like I always forget he's in there.
Well, he's only in the last movie. Like he's new. He's fresh in the Fast and Furious franchise.
But he dies in that one too, no?
No, he's still alive. Remember, it ends on a cliffhanger. So he's.
Well, I
he's,
meant like everybody died.
No, he's very much alive. Like not even a fake death. He's just alive. He's one of the
You know
bad
what I
guys.
Like, oh, that's right. I'm like, my brain is actively trying to block out Fast and the Furious X. It's genuinely trying to be like, shh, everybody's dead. It's okay. It's okay.
Don't you mean Fast 10? As in fasten your seatbelts?
Anyway, my answer is Scott Derrickson.
It's Edward
And you'd be
Zwick,
wrong.
who directed Allegiant.
Okay,
Wow,
I'm just gonna say. No, I'm just kidding.
It's,
Go ahead.
Is
Go
it
ahead,
A,
Jerome.
Duncan Jones, B, Robert Schwinke? I don't know how to pronounce your last name, I'm sorry.
Schwenky?
C, Tate Taylor, or D, Mark Waters? Does anyone think about these movies anymore? The Divergent films?
No.
It's one of these two.
Is this
It's
one of them?
these two.
This is one of them, right? Allegiant
Yeah.
was one of the Divergent
Allegiant,
films?
Divergent, Allegiant, and something. Convergent? I don't know. It's one of these two. It's one of these two. My heart is telling me. I'm gonna say Robert Schwenke.
It's
Oh my
Robert
god!
Schwenke.
Finally,
Jonathan's on the board with 2 points.
minus.
F minus.
Wow, you couldn't even get near the average score.
You're welcome. You're welcome, y'all.
Watch, we all do so
You
badly
don't
you
act
still
like
win
you
the
tanked
lightning
on
round.
purpose. All right. Who's next?
Oops. Okay. Dang, I knew that one. I'm just kidding. I did not. All right. I'm gonna call on Jerome. Jerome
enough.
is going to be next. We are going to go with television.
Television. Rules the
Okay.
nation.
We got categories: general cast, characters, plots, and specials. Alex, which one would you like to choose for Jerome? Oh,
I was about to say, I thought she was frozen. I was like, she hasn't moved for a while.
I know, right? I thought she was just thinking really hard.
It's always something on trivia night. I don't know what it is. It's something in the air every time. Let's see. I don't think she hasn't responded to the message. She'll message us soon, I'm sure.
Right.
Tell us what's going on.
Every turn.
Hey.
That was actually pretty good that you chose Jerome. Oh, I just disappeared. What do we got? Television.
Oh, did your recording stop at all, by the way, or is it still going?
No, the audio is good. You're going to just hear me talking to myself.
Okay.
So. It's usually what I do when the internet gives out. I just talk to myself, let the recording go, because, I'm a fascinating person to speak to. But anyway, characters.
All right.
We're back into
characters.
Okay, and then what was the score you landed on, Jonathan?
Mine was 5.06.
Okay, 5.06. Let's go with US TV characters 2007.
Okay, where's
5.
Oh, 2000. I was thinking 2007.
Sorry,
like the
no, yes,
specific year.
2000s with an S. Number 7.
I was looking for the year 2007. All right.
It has a score of 5.15.
All right.
Hopefully, we'll see how it goes down.
All right. Try to match these characters and 2000s US TV shows.
All right, let's do it.
This is a character from which of these US TV series? Walden Schmidt, Dexter, 2.5 Men, House, or Family Guy?
I know this answer.
So I know these shows. Okay, that kind of gives me a little clue of who we might be talking about. But I just like my own deductive reasoning. Walden Schmidt sounds like the name of a regular, ass white man. And you know what happens to regular white men on TV shows? They get murdered. And who better to be the murderer than an actual serial killer? So I'm going with Dexter.
So you think Walden Smith was a one-day player character that got killed on Dexter?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never seen the show. I only know the premise. Damn it!
Yeah,
I would not have guessed that.
First of all,
that would have been my
2.5
last.
Men are all white men who have not died.
That's a fair point.
Aren't all those shows about white men?
That is another truth there. Also, side note, I started rewatching some of Dexter. That show, I understand he's a psychopath and like the killing thing, everything, but that show has a much more sexual tone to it at the beginning seasons than I recalled when he's talking about his murders. And I'm like, oh, Dexter, got a little uncomfy there for me.
Also, My Wife and Kids is on Netflix, and I think I'm going to do a rewatch because that was one of my favorite shows growing up.
I couldn't stand the son. They made him so stupid. Like,
they did.
He was like stupid at the first season. Yeah, first season was like fine.
And then they really...
They amped up his stupid. And I was like, okay, this is...
And also, they made the daughter kind of stupid, too, during season 2 onward.
They just have stupid kids, except for the youngest one. She's the smart one.
Right.
At a certain point, if your kids are that stupid, it's no longer on the school education. It's you. You're clearly not checking your child's homework. You're not doing basic math with them. Maybe get them a tutor or something. No, that's now on the parents there.
All right. This is a character from which of these US TV series? Olivia Benson, The Practice, Gilmore Girls, Big Love, or Law and Order Special Victims Unit?
I actually know this answer. It's Law and Order Special Victims Unit, because Olivia will never die. She'll live on forever.
Olivia is
the criminal justice system. Sexually based acts are... I don't know the whole thing.
You're close.
Yay! On the board.
All right. Number 3. This is a character from which of these US TV series? Robert Chase. Is it A, The Office, US, B, Grey's Anatomy, C, Bones, or D, House?
I know this answer.
I also know this answer, I think, and it's because it's mostly because of the last name, not so much the first name. But like Dr. Chase just sounds good, that just sounds like a strong doctor name. The man that can do some surgery on your heart or something, get you right and tight, and send you out the way with a bill you can't possibly afford. And that only happens on Grey's Anatomy.
I don't feel like I feel comfortable having my doctor say fixing it me right and tight. The doctor trying to come up to me saying that, I'd be like, no, you can, new doctor now, new doctor.
I think it's Grey's Anatomy. I mean, it could be House, but let's go Grey's Anatomy for now.
All right, Grey's Anatomy.
It was
Dang
House.
it was House.
It is
I had to
House.
think about it. I
Dr.
was like,
Chase
wait,
part
no,
right.
there's 2 doctor shows on here. Damn it.
You did get the doctor part
I
right.
thought you were going for House at first. I didn't know I wasn't sure the answer, but I figured you were going for House at first.
I realized halfway through, I was like, wait, it could be House. No, I'm just going to stick with my first thought.
That's all right. Go with your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Although my gut didn't get me anywhere in the last one. But
And your gut didn't help you last round either, Jerome.
This is true.
Question 4. This is a character from which of these U.S. TV series? Matt McNamara. Is it Bones, Nip Tuck, The King of Queens, or Scrubs?
I know this answer too. Oh man, this should have been my category.
Matt McNamara. It sounds like the name of a man that spends far too much money at the strip club. He's too much of a womanizer. He's coming in there every day. Everybody knows him by name. The strippers know him by name. The bartender has a set drink. And the only characters I feel like who that fits that description are the characters in Nip Tuck, a show I have also not seen but know the premise of.
All right.
I could be totally wrong, but I'm going to go with it.
I do not know this answer.
Yay!
Hey!
You know what? I watched Nip Tuck when I was like young when it was first out. And now that I think about it, I'm like, I absolutely should not have been watching that show at all.
The only thing I know about Nip Tuck, and this is like outside of the initial premises about plastic surgeons, is also that is 2 things. Number 1, there's a case on the show that is in reference to an actual case where a woman got breast implants that were so hard she literally could smash things. And there's an episode where she smashes a phone with one of her breasts. It's very silly, crazy. And then also 2, only reason I ever even thought of Nip Tuck when it was coming out is because I forget the actor's name, but the dude, one of the main stars, also plays Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four movie, the first one. Well, and the second one too. And so when that show came out, I was like, hey, it's Doctor Doom. he's in something else.
You know what's funny? I know him as Cole from Charmed. He wasn't Doctor. He was Cole from Charmed. I was absolutely far too young to be watching that show. More memories pop up. So this character.
All right. This is a character from which of these U.S. TV series? Angela Montenegro. Is it Scrubs, House, Ugly Betty, or Bones?
Oh, this is hard because I have 2 thoughts in my mind on which ones it could be.
I know this one
Same,
too.
I'm thinking.
And I'm very upset this is not my category.
Well, too bad.
Whatever. I'm going to get drunk over here.
I feel like Angela's the type of person who, with a name like Angela Montenegro, Angela's the type of person that is going to tell you about yourself. Let me tell you something, all right? Like you think you out here all big and bad. Angela's going to fix you right. She's going to tell you that you look dusty. You ain't all that cute. Your teeth all crooked. Your makeup make you look like a clown. You know what I'm saying? Like she's going to hit you. She's going to hit you with all the points. She's going to make you feel like you can't walk out in public anymore. And thus, that's why she's the perfect friend for Ugly Betty. Ugly Betty is what I'm going with. That's my final answer.
All right, let's see.
It's probably Scrubs, though. It was Bones.
It's Bones.
But you got her character pretty spot on, and she was the best friend to Bones. Because they constantly calling her out and shit. So you were not wrong.
All right, number 6. All right, Jerome, you still on the board with me?
Yeah, we're
2
tied.
points.
This might be a low-scoring game today.
Hey, don't count me out. Watch, I don't get any of them right. Y'all just really screw me over with the category. You guys choose, like, I don't know, somehow there's math. You found calculus questions in Trivia Plaza and just like are like, we're just going to make sure she gets nothing.
Number 6. This is a character from which of these U.S. TV series? Is it
Deke Palmer.
Deke Palmer. The King of Queens, Lost, Ugly Betty, or The Wire?
Let me tell you something about Deke. The thing about Deke is that Deke is definitely, used to be in the church.
Name, Deke Palmer.
But Lord knows that he, literally,
Is it because
Lord
his
knows
name is short for Deacon?
that he probably is out here slinging that rock. And also on the side, throwing out some of that Mary Jane, that wacky tobacco, that ganja, the devil's lettuce. He's hitting you with the some of that loud real quick. So if you want to have a good time, you want to party, you call up Deke Palmer. And what show also has characters that are into knowing what it is to be part of the drug game is the folks on The Wire. You know what I mean? So it's definitely The Wire. That's my final answer.
I figured you knew this one. I would have guessed The Wire. Did you watch The Wire, didn't you?
I've seen some of it. I have not watched the full thing. I'm still watching the rest of it. But I was like, I don't know if Deke is in it. I just assumed he's in it. I don't know.
Okay,
the answer
really quick.
was the King of Queens.
Deke Palmer is actually supposed to be Deacon. So they did miss an O and N.
So you did get it
So
right.
Trivia Plaza on its well-known history has done a lot of misspelling. So it is supposed to be Deacon Palmer. And he is supposed to be an IPS delivery driver, just like Doug, the main character. So each character you didn't get
drugs.
Right. Go on with the next one.
All right. We have question number 7. Jim Brass. Which character or which TV show is this character from? Jim Brass. Is it CSI Crime Scene Investigation? Is it Desperate Housewives? Is it Nip Tuck? Or is it Bone?
Let me tell you a little something about Jim, right? So Jim,
Good Lord.
Everybody.
So Jim is the type of man who clearly his last name isn't just his last name, but is also a reflection of the type of man he is. You know what I'm saying? He can only provide brass, not gold, not silver. He's always coming late to the game. He's always providing a little less than what some would want, including but not limited to his family in the form of his one housewife, and thus she finds herself often desperate due to his lack of financial status. So I'm going with Desperate Housewives. His final answer. That's what we're going with. That's definitely the answer. I don't even need to look. It's on the board. I know it is.
All right.
Damn it! It's CSI.
It was CSI.
I kind of want to rewatch Desperate Housewives. That show's good. Ish. I still don't think it was still age appropriate, but we grew up in that generation where our parents let us watch stuff that like later on years you find out you're like, ooh, no, absolutely not. I would ever have a child? Absolutely not. Harder limits on what they're watching. Maybe they won't turn out like this. But go on.
All right. Which character is from, or this is a character from which of these U.S. TV series? Ellen Parsons. Is it Nip Tuck, Damages, Desperate Housewives, or The Office U.S.?
I know this one too.
Let me tell you a little something about Ellen Parsons.
Good Lord.
Ellen Parsons, unlike Jim Brass, is a very successful woman. Clearly spends far too much money on Amazon.com. She often hides the packages from her husband because she just is a shopaholic. But it's okay, though, because she can recoup. Because she's a very nice businesswoman who don't need no man. And but she has one because she chooses to. And she works hard, plays harder, and comes home at the end of the night sometimes feeling a little like crap. But that's okay because she's got her girls at her side to comfort her and build her up when she sometimes tears herself down. And those girls are known as the Desperate Housewives. Once again, Desperate Housewives, final answer. That's the answer. I already know.
All right.
Damn it! And damn it just was what I wanted to go with. But I said Desperate
Those
Housewives
housewives
anyway.
are letting you down.
They really are. I've seen none of these shows. I need to watch more TV.
You watch too many movies and YouTube.
It's
Well,
true.
this is all TV from the 2000s.
That's true. Around this time, I was too busy watching cartoons.
I was watching age inappropriate stuff. No, that sounds wrong. I don't like that. I'm going to take that back.
All right. This is a character from which of these US TV series? Question 9. Illyria?
I think so.
Illyria.
That's the best I can
Is it-
guess.
Is it Angel? Is it The Office US? Is it Nip Tuck? Or is it The Wire?
Let me tell you a little something about Illyria. Whenever you're having chest pain, get you a nice, a couple milligrams of Illyria. It does have a few side effects that you might want to be on the lookout for, but do know that Illyria has been FDA approved and is on shelves everywhere in a pharmacy near you, including Walgreens, Bartell's, and CVS. Anyway, all that being said, Angel is my answer.
That's what I would have said too. That sounds like the only logical answer.
Right.
That's fair.
If this is not Angel,
It probably is The Wire, though. But select Angel. Yay!
hey,
It was Angel. She was a demon who overtook Fred.
I see.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes all
You
the
didn't
sense
expect
in the
that
world.
twist on the name, huh?
I did not. That was good. All right. Last question for Jerome. This is a character from which of these US TV series? Zoe Allen Washburn.
I think that's Elaine, actually. Elaine Washburn.
Elaine Washburn. Is it Family Guy? Is it The Wire? Firefly? Or Damages?
Oh, I know now. It has
Do
nothing
you?
to do with me and it's not my category, but I know. I remember.
Excuse me. Let me tell you a little something about Zoe Elaine Washburn.
Good Lord.
First of all, she's a heavyset woman, is out here trying to take care of her kids, but is one hell of a barbecue pit master. All right, she knows how to cook with the best of them. She's often the leader of the Washburn family reunion, gets people together from time to time in order to spread stories about Black justice and Black excellence. And Zoe is one of the best people you'll ever have at your side when going through struggles involving injustice. None of that has anything to do with my answer. I just wanted to add that story in there. Anyway, the real answer is Firefly. I think.
All right,
I
let's
don't know.
see.
I'm going with Firefly because just for the Firefly fans out there, I don't even care if this is correct. Yay!
Hey.
I like how you were like, with the whole Black part where it's like Black excellency and all that. She married to a white man in that show. Just saying. But you still got an F pretty bad.
Yeah, but 4 points on the board. And all I had to do was tell y'all a little something about everybody.
Nice. All right.
Alex, it's your turn. I will pick
It's your
the
turn.
category.
All right, Jerome, what you got?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where to go with this. Let's do.
Let's remember that I've been very sad lately.
You don't get no sympathy from me. I want the belt.
But I've been very sad and anxious, and I lost my car for a little bit. Isn't that
Let's
Alex,
go.
it will not be hard to beat our scores.
That's also true. Let's go pop music. Let's go pop music. Jonathan, it's you. Pick the subcategory.
All right, we got all the decades, Eurovision lyric artists. Let's go Eurovision. I'm just kidding. Let's,
Why you guys want to hurt me?
let's go. Because I feel like we've done the decades thing tonight. I'm thinking one of these song titles, lyrics. Have we done? I feel like we did song titles one time.
We did, yeah.
Let's go with lyrics artists. All right,
I love
Alex.
how ABBA lyrics has its own category.
No, they all do. ABBA,
Oh, they all
Beatles.
do. Yeah, they're all different category. Genesis.
All
Oh wow,
different
Phil
artists.
Collins and Genesis lyrics. Damn, that is hard. They have so many songs.
They have ABBA, Beatles, Billy Joel, Madonna, Michael Jackson, Paul McCartney, Prince, Queen, R.E.M., Whitney Houston, U2, The Who, George Michael. Who you got?
Alex, are you going to join us in the low fives? Even though I don't think there's a low five in this category. Looking at it.
I can't. First of all, I'm not very good at music, so this is still kind of a screw over. And also, all these artists I do listen to, but I listen to like one or two songs. So let's go with ABBA. It's the only one I feel mildly confident in.
All right, ABBA lyrics.
How well do you know ABBA songs? Can you get which lyrics? Can you guess which lyrics are from classic pop songs like "Dancing Queen"? The winner takes it all. Take a chance on me, which is not what that says. That says take a change on me.
I love
Sometimes
Waterloo.
you need
Mamma
to be
Mia.
taking a change on too.
SOS, the name of the game. Knowing me, knowing you, or Chiquita. I can never say this the song title. I struggle. Chiquitita.
Chiquita.
Hit the play button. All right. These words are from which song? The history book on the shelf is always repeating itself. Is this from A, SOS, B, Waterloo, C, Happy New Year, or D, I Have a Dream?
Waterloo.
I have it.
Waterloo.
Dang,
That one I
that was
know.
fast.
That one I knew because I started singing it in my head. Really hoping it stays like that. The popular songs.
All right.
They do have a lot of songs.
I've
Waterloo
never
is
heard
correct.
Happy New
It's
Year.
Alex is on the board. Next one. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? Is this from A, The Winner Takes All? B, Mamma Mia, C, SOS, or D, One of Us? I know
I
this
want to
one.
say
It helps
Winner
that I've been
Takes
doing
It
the
All.
Laser ABBA show, so I know a
Yeah.
lot of these songs. Fight
I
by
I'm trying
saw
to think-
Mamma
I was
Mia
like-
one time.
I've seen it like 3 or 4 times. But let me tell you why. First time, I actually saw it like 4 times in theater. First time, I saw it alone. Second time, I saw it with my mom. Third time, I saw it with my mom and my sister. Fourth time, I saw it with my mom again. Fifth
Well, I
time, I think
haven't
I just watched it on TV.
I haven't seen the movies. I haven't seen the Mamma Mia movies. I saw when they came to Pantages like last year.
Oh, I would love to see them in like the theater or the
Like the
Mamma Mia
show.
the show. It'd be
It was
great.
Mamma
good.
Mia.
It was fun.
Is everybody in ABBA dead?
No.
I don't think so.
In fact, I'm
even
pretty
still-
sure
are
all
they-
of them are alive, right?
Are all of them still alive?
Yeah,
Pretty
didn't they
sure.
just release an album?
Yes, they did.
Really?
last year.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Fun fact for everybody, the whole audience. I don't like to Google who's alive and who's dead. So I just text our group chat. So like maybe sometimes at 3 a.m, these guys will get a random text from me being like, is this person dead or alive? And usually it's a little bit of a laughing emoji or an LOL being like, they're still alive and well. Why would they be dead? And sometimes the response, and other times is they died like 10 years ago.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
very
they're all in-
they're
they're
all
all in
still
their
alive.
They're all
70s.
still alive? Okay.
They're all in their 70s.
They're all
See,
just old.
it's there. You guys, I don't have to Google stuff. You guys can just Google it for me. But yes, Winner Takes It All is where that's going. I'm gonna guess. Yeah.
It's SOS. I
SOS.
do that. When you're gone, how can I even try to go on? It's a great song. Next one. Tonight I'm loose and fancy free. Is this in A, On and On and On, B, Summer Night City, C, Dancing Queen, or D, Lay All Your Love on Me? I do not know this one. I don't think
I feel like it's
Same.
On and On or Dancing Queen. No, Dancing Queen's about somebody. They're singing about somebody. So it's either Summer Night City or On and On and On. I'm going to go with Summer Night City.
Ooh, oh, the switch up.
Yeah, because I'm not sure. Is it wrong?
Oh, Summer Night
Oh!
City.
Hey.
Yes.
Next one. If I tell a joke, you've probably heard it before. Is it
Ooh.
A, thank you for the music, B, head over heels, C, money, 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 or D, Happy New Year?
I know it's not
That's-
Money, Money, Money because I know that song by heart. I sing that song when I'm frustrated and broke all the time.
That line is like a diss at somebody. Like they're trying to say, yeah, you think you're better than everybody else. If I tell you a joke, you probably heard it before. Yeah, if this
Or it
and
could
that.
be
They're telling
like-
somebody about themselves.
I talk to you so much. I'm sure if I tell you a joke, you've heard it before.
That
I don't know.
too. That's a sweet way of thinking of things.
It's that Key and Peele sketch where you read, like, hearing the reading text and the context is different on the other side.
Oh my God. So do you know what my mother did?
What?
So it's a little bit like that. Side story. I'm on the phone with this woman. I'm driving over to see my sister. And she was talking about coming down in April. And I'm like, well, it's kind of short notice. And she has a knee surgery coming up. So I'm like, maybe it's not a great idea because you have to do some prep before knee surgery. This woman is also texting Yasi, my sister-in-law at the time, and being like, yeah, I was going to come down, but Alex said no. And I'm like,
Oh.
I didn't say no. I said I had some stuff planned, but like, definitely, I would be happy to see you. She's like, her friends are more important than me. And I was like, no. I'm like, it's not that I said I didn't want to see your face. She's like, she says she doesn't want to see my face. She's telling me everything. And so when I get to Christian and Yasi, Christian's like, what did you do? I'm like, I didn't do anything. What Ma was texting you, she was telling me. I was like, so even though Ma's like saying it in this joking sense of humor, they're reading it as, I just told my mom I didn't want to see her face this April around my birthday. I was like, not what happened. You know it's not what happened. And you know Ma is exactly how like me and my sister are. How we are. My mother, I'm exactly like my mother. My mother is exactly how you think she would be. So like that should be a clear point. I love you, Mom. She watches these. Anyway, if I tell you a joke, you've probably heard it before. I feel like that's not something you'd say to somebody for a Happy New Year song. Or maybe it's like, I'm leaving you, behind in the old year. Maybe they're trying to flirt. Maybe they're bad at flirting. So it's head over heels.
Is that your final answer?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
Drop the pens.
I don't, that one.
Thank you
Final
for
answer?
the music. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know. Step into the
That's-
bad side. Still in my mind.
Is that it?
No.
Wait, was that the two?
That's
Don't
the
do
Dream
that.
Girl song.
It's not the tune. It's Step into the Bad Side. We just reviewed Dreamgirls like 2 weeks ago.
I am in a panic state right now trying to figure out music.
All right,
Thank you
let's
for the
see.
music.
It is Thank you for the
yes.
music. All right. Smiling, having fun, feeling like a number one. Is this A, Money, 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 B, When I Kissed the Teacher, C,
What?
Super
That's a
Trooper,
song?
or D, Honey, Honey? Yes, and I do know which one this is.
I feel like this is Honey Honey. Nope, that's You Are My Candy Girl. It's not ABBA, is it? Honey, honey, do, 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 do. Is that ABBA? No, You Are My Candy Girl. That's sang by a man. No, that's the wrong one.
You are my candy girl.
Yeah, that's
What
a
is that?
different one.
Who sings that?
See,
sings that?
you say Candy Girl, all I hear is Candy Girl. You are my
Oh,
world.
world.
We got like
That's
3
so
different
sweet.
songs going on here, and none of that's helping me out. I'm singing the song. Hold on. I know it's not Money, Money, Money.
Whenever
like
I
it's
see money,
super
money, money, I
brain.
can only think of money, 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 money. Money.
Yeah, that's the OJs.
Again,
Mhm.
all these different songs going on. Which
Which
really
they
says
also
something
play
about
that-
the 70s and 80s. They really...
It's a good year
Stop
for
jamming
music.
over there, Jerome. I can hear the music in your head.
Yeah.
What
let's
is
go
When
with
I Kissed the
super.
Teacher?
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't like that one. Well, also Dancing Queen is also like she's like I'm 17 and I'm feeling
yeah.
free. And I'm like, you're a child. Go back to class.
All right, we're gonna start putting a timer on these. Let's go.
You all started it with your singing. Super Trooper.
All right.
It is Super
Ah,
Trooper.
yes.
Yes, actually, that's correct.
What?
All right, you're tied with Jerome.
Ah.
I was an impossible case. No one could ever reach me, but I think I can see in you. It should be in your face. I think I can see in your face.
They're Swedish.
There's a lot you can teach me in you face. Is it A, eagle? B, take a chance on me? C, the name of the game? Or D, when I kiss the teacher?
It's either Take a Chance on Me or When I Kiss a Teacher. Because Impossible Case feel, but also I really don't like. I've never heard the song When I Kiss the Teacher. I'm getting a little cold now.
That's
Take a
better
chance.
though, right?
Yo, it's better. I like it better than being hot. Take a chance on me.
Take a chance on me.
The
It's the name of the game.
Damn.
This one. You're a tease. You turn them on, leave them burning, and then you're gone. Is it A, thank you for the music, B, Summer Night City, C, Dancing Queen, or D, the name of the game?
That's a line right there.
Mm-hmm. Dance Queen.
You're a tease. You turn them on, leave them burning, and then you're gone.
I don't think that's
John
the right
just made
tune.
a whole remix going on.
Yeah, but like it's still a bop.
All right.
Also, this is rule of deduction. All three of those other songs have been in other Justin.
Actually, I couldn't remember if Thank You for the Music was or not.
All right, Alex is now in the lead with 5 points. Here we go. Listen to some music, maybe just talking, and get to know you better. Is it A, Does Your Mother Know? B, Summer Night City? C, Take a Chance on Me? Or D, Dancing Queen?
That one I know because I know that song. Does Your Mother Know?
All right. And also, I like it's again the other three answers.
Did we get to see that? See again. Remember, I have ADHD and my Adderall has worn off by now. So like, you can't be like, this is deduction. I can't remember anything.
No, I'm just saying for the audience sake.
Oh, for the audience sake, fine.
Anyway. Oh, so Take a Chance on Me.
Take
Never
a Chance
mind.
on Me wasn't chosen.
Wow.
So, okay, now that throws a whole new monkey wrench into the system because that means they might be throwing you lyrics from the same songs we've already done before.
Wait,
Okay,
no,
Trivia
Take a Chance on Me
Closet.
wasn't used to. Password. I know. I think I chose Take a Chance on Me, but it ended up being something else.
No, you said, Does Your Mother Know?
No, I'm saying before Take a Chance on Me wasn't chosen. I had chosen it, but it was wrong.
Oh.
I see what you mean. Okay, got it. My bad. My bad. Anyway, they passed me by all of those great romances. Is it A, Gimme, Gimme, Gimme? Should be parentheses, A Man After Midnight. Or B, Knowing Me, Knowing You. C, One of Us. Or D, The Day Before You Came.
I feel
I like
eating a
that.
fruit
That
roll
sounds like
right
a
now.
powerful line. They passed me by all those great romances. I feel like The Day Before You Came kind of fits that because you're kind of talking about those past loves. You're like, yeah, I had some, but like they weren't they weren't the moments I wanted.
Is One of Us? What if God was one of us? No, this
It is not. No,
I don't believe they
this-
were that
that's
soulful.
a different song.
They were not that soulful. But I'm gonna have to say this one's The Day Before You Came.
All right.
I think that's a good guess. No,
Oh.
it was One of Us. Wow.
Damn it.
Last one. I Believe in Angels. That's the whole line. Is it from A, The Visitors, B, I Have a Dream, C, Eagle, or D, Angel Eyes?
I feel like this is a trick.
Right?
I know, right?
Because
But then
one of
also,
them has the word
Trivia
angel
Plaza
in it.
But Trivia Plaza also does this where it puts the simplest answers too. So this is either a trick or it's like, yes, it is Angel Eyes. I don't trust Trivia Plaza now. Trivia Plaza and me got problems now. Because it's also the visitors. Are you calling me an angel because I'm a visitor?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are your intentions?
Eagles are like, in the sky. They could be watching over like angels.
Like angels in the outfield.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a dream.
I have a
Dream about
dream
angels.
that
I think
these
that's-
Swedish folk are gonna make pop hits across the world. They're gonna appeal to black and white folk all across the countries in the world.
Hey, I don't know who doesn't dance with Dancing Queen. I feel like I'm being tricked. But I'm ahead by 1 point, so Angel Eyes.
If it's not Angel Eyes, that's so
I'm
cold.
gonna be pissed.
It's
I have a dream. The one we all dream, we're like, nah.
All of us F across the board. I got a regular F. Jonathan got F minus, and Alex got F plus.
I got an F plus. That was something. It was bad. It was just bad. You
All
guys got a
right,
very
before we
bad
go-
and a horrible bad.
Before we go into the final all for nothing round, we are at Jonathan at 2 points, Jerome at 4 points, and Alex leading the pack at 5 points. All right, so we always do the miscellaneous category for our all or nothing round.
Oh,
So,
didn't
yes, we
realize that.
do. We've done it now for the past 5. Actually, I think all of them have been miscellaneous. But now, how we're going to do this is we're going to break it down like the 3. So, who wants to pick the subcategory? Oh, no. Sorry. No. It's we go miscellaneous, general, and then all 3 of us together pick the subcategory. That's what we do.
I thought we each picked one.
Did we?
I thought
I-
we've
I
done
don't-
that before.
I'm pretty sure we've
But-
always picked miscellaneous. But
We could do it we could do it that way. I don't care.
Eventually, we should just write down these rules. Have we ever thought about
we
that?
should actually do a full write down of the rules.
Because I feel like this is something we actually do every single
Because
time
haven't we
too.
done food before?
we did cheese, but I
As-
wasn't sure if it was in the food category or was it in the general category. Or no.
Why would it be in the
was
general
food-
category?
No, it was the food category because Lauren picked it last time, like that time. She
Where
did
we
the whole
did
thing.
cheese?
Yeah.
Types of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And I demolished you guys. Because everybody forgets, I went to culinary school.
Owners and fictional dogs. No, it's too high.
Well, you want to go for another 5er? We got
Something that is like hard enough. We
I
could
saw
even go lower,
496 down there. Epitaphs of famous people.
Wait, where is it?
Epitaphs of famous people. That's 4.96.
Let's do famous duos and first names.
Where's that? Oh,
Right
here
there
we
at the
go.
bottom. Alphabetical.
Y'all down for this one? It's kind of high scoring, so we'll probably know all the answers.
We
That's what she
think
wants.
that.
She's already leading. She's expecting us to. She's trying to maintain her lead. That's what she is.
How dare you think I'm playing just for wins? I'm trying to play to have a good time with my friends.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Do you know the first names of famous duos like Lewis and Clark, Laurel and Hardy, and Simon and Garfunkel?
I do
Yeah, I don't know
not.
who
I
Laurel
thought
and
Simon and
Hardy are.
Garfunkel were their first names.
I
Anyway.
thought Simon was too.
What are the first names of this famous duo, Gilbert and Sullivan, and their
Lord.
comic operas? Is it James, Sonny, and Ricardo Rico, William Schwenk and Arthur, Henry and Edward, or Michael and Kenneth Richard? As in,
unless
like,
you
Michael
got an
Gilbert,
answer.
Kenneth Richard Sullivan, yada yada. Okay, I don't know this shit. Although the way we do this is that we write it down and then we all, so we don't influence each other. We all write down the one we go with. So and then we'll all show it to each other and give each other points accordingly. I have my guess, but I don't know.
Who is Gilbert and Sullivan?
I don't know.
Comic operas. I've heard of them. I don't know of them though. I'm gonna go with.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
And
pick
wait.
this one.
Wait,
This
wait.
trivia, this category has a 7 average.
Well,
with
this
questions
is
like
this.
this,
I think I just started with a hard one. Maybe the rest are
We
easier.
say that. Okay, first of all, James and Ricardo is A. William and Arthur is B. Henry and Edward is C. Michael and Kenneth is D.
Yes,
Get that all across the board.
I have
Okay.
my answer. I'm
okay,
ready.
I got mine.
me too. I'm just gonna go with whatever sounds the best in a name.
Same. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, whatever name sounds strong, like a strong American name.
Right.
They may not be American. I don't know. All right, ready?
Yes.
All right, 3, 2, 1. What do we got? All right, so we got 2 B's and 1 C.
I was between B and C.
William Gilbert just sounds right, though. William.
I just felt like Henry
Gilbert.
Gilbert and Edward Sullivan just sounds. I don't know.
All right,
Like,
let's
it
go with
feels
the
like-
majority.
It was
Oh.
B.
Who?
Cagney and Lacey from the TV series. Is it Grace and Sally? Like A, Grace and Sally. B, Christine and Mary Beth. C, Elizabeth and Catherine. Or D, Jenny and Megan.
See, I know Cagney.
Wait,
Cagney
I know
and
Cagney and Lacey. I don't know their first names.
Who are Cagney and Lacey? What TV
I forget,
show were they from?
I forget what TV show they're
It
from.
was like 1970, 80. They were like a detective duo. Or am I thinking of something else?
Again, what sounds the best?
That's what I'm going with too. I'm literally playing it in my head of like what sounds good. What sounds like a TV name.
Okay, I think I have mine.
I think
I
I
do
have mine
too.
too.
I have mine as well. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, all different. We got D, B, and C.
So choose the first one since that's the one nobody picked. Let's see.
All right.
It was
Oh,
B.
It was B.
Alex,
What?
running away with it.
Pulling away.
What?
We got
Oh, okay,
Astaire,
this one we all should know.
Astaire and Rogers. At least we know one of. You have to know at least one of them.
Yeah.
It's Fred Astaire and Rogers, who are dance partners. Is it A, Horace and Eliza, B, Edward and Lauren, C, Fred and Ginger, or D, George and Melanie? We all do we all know the answer? Does everyone know the answer?
Okay. 3, 2,
Well, let's just,
1.
on the safe
I
side.
mean, it's obviously C.
We don't know. Like I said, I'm not the sharpest tool
Yes,
in the shed
Horace
sometimes.
Astaire definitely was a famous dancer.
Horace.
It's Fred and Ginger. It was C. That was a free point for everybody.
Ooh. Rogers and Hammer. Oh.
See, I've
Sorry,
heard of
I'm giving-
Hammerstein,
I'm
but I
taking it
don't
on.
know.
Hammerstein.
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 Is it Hammerstein?
I think so.
I've always said Hammerstein. I don't know why. Is it A, Richard and Oscar, B, Roger and Oliver, C, Raymond and Oswald, or D, Rudolph and Orville?
I appreciate choosing the same letters.
They probably
I
knew.
believe I think I know.
Yeah. I think I got one.
Roger Rogers.
Roger Rogers.
Would you be surprised? That happens sometimes.
It does. It
There's
does
that-
happen
the
sometimes.
singer Philip Phillips.
Okay,
All right.
I got my answer.
I do too. It's a guess. It's probably wrong, but I'll take it. I only have 3
Ready?
more chances to catch up to Alex.
Haha.
I am ready. So 3, 2, 1. Answer time. It's C, D, and A. All right. Let's see
I
where
feel like
we're going.
Orville's like an old timey name like that.
Okay, nobody said B, so we'll go with Roger Rogers.
It's A. Jonathan.
Damn it.
I was gonna be mad if I didn't get that one.
Jonathan mounting a comeback.
With 1 point.
1 point at a time. Listen, it's slow and steady. What are the
I
first
think
names of this famous
what am I at
duo?
4 now?
You're at 5.
Okay, all right.
You got Burns and Allen, the comedy duo. Is it A, William and Mary, B, Marvin and April, C, Richard and Kelly, or D, George and Gracie?
I know this one.
I don't know this one, but I'm gonna take a guess at it. I'm
think
gonna
I
take a
do,
crack.
but I don't.
We have a wax figure of one of these people.
See,
at
that's
Madame Tussauds.
insider knowledge. That's not fair.
Hey, listen, it happens. You had insider knowledge with the cheese. What you mean?
Right.
That was it. I spent years dedicated to cheese.
He spent a few minutes finding out what wax figure he had. All right, it's all the same.
Hey, I just passed my 2 years at working there.
No, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, answer time. Everyone's going D.
George Burns. That's
Yeah,
the name
that's
I
the
knew.
name that made me go like, I think I know the answer because I know George Burns.
I just felt like George and Gracie were also like something they'd probably do as a duo.
All right, real quick for a pause. We need so for me and Jonathan to catch up, we need Alex to get every single one of these questions wrong for us to get, or actually not all these questions, but we needed her to at least get 3 wrong for us to catch up. And then the final question would be the determining fact. But if she does get these next few right, it'll be impossible for us to catch up and beat her. Because she's sitting at
There's
a
still 5
solid.
questions left.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
So there's
wait,
still
one
there's still a
second.
chance, but it's very slim. Very slim. So, as I've said many times in many other trivia rounds, I don't know if we're camping, but all I know is this is intense.
Hold on. I gotta text
Let me exit
my sister.
this podcast. Just give it to Alex. Let's end this early.
Let's do it.
Anyway, Jekyll and Hyde, they're literary characters. What is their first names? Is it A, Horace and Daniel, B, Henry and Edward, C, William and James, or D, Michael and Thomas? And I know this answer, actually.
Unfortunately, I do too, because this was actually one of my
think I do
favorite
as
books
well.
in high school.
For me, it's just I've read so many stories with these 2 characters in them.
We had a whole conversation about Jekyll and Hyde too.
Yes, that's
about
right.
How they
We
should
did.
do. That we'll always go back to. We could have probably done the Monster Universe better.
That's true. The dark universe. More like dark garbage. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's B.
Oh, I said A.
Yeah.
A.
Why do you have the tiniest little piece of paper for your A?
I
None
didn't
of
want
your other ones look that tiny. It's just the A though.
I
Came
didn't
out
want
with
to
like
use.
this.
I didn't want to use 4 Post-its, so I split 1 Post-it into 4
Are you kidding?
pieces.
I've used all of them. I keep tearing Post-its up. I'm wasting Post-its right now.
Why don't you just reuse it?
this?
No, because I want to hold the thing. I want to hold it up. I don't want to keep.
I'm holding
I'm
a
using
scrap
Why
of
don't you just
paper.
write down? Why don't you just write down A, B,
Okay.
C, D on Post-its and then put them up to the camera?
All right, why don't you mind your business? How about that?
Okay, you know what? I'm buying whiteboards. We're all getting whiteboards because we are being terrible to the environment. And I didn't know that's what you were doing, Jerome. Have you really been do you just hold on? No, show us all your little
Listen,
letters.
I have this.
you-
I have the scoreboard. I've got this one. I've got this one, and I've got 4 stacks of post. I have too many Post-it notes.
Show us your little trash of Post-its that you got going on.
It's not much. It's just a little bit of trash. It's just there. There you go.
You're really crumbling it up too.
Yep.
They're like, I'm done with your answer.
They failed me. They're not getting me towards victory fast enough.
Lord.
I'm crying.
I really didn't know that's what you were doing over there.
Why don't you mind your business?
Jerome does not like being called out about his postage usage. I'm just
Oh
using
my
a sheet of
gosh.
paper that I ripped into fours, but mine are still appropriate size with your tiny ass post-it notes, and you're wasting a post-it notes. The hell is going on over at your two places?
We're two opposite ends of the spectrum.
You're the same opposite sides of the same coin. Post-it notes. For using and using one to using all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get you for your birthday this year. Just a whole box of post-it notes.
I have plenty.
You're gonna get more now.
Anyway, hit answer B. It's B. Marty marked the points and everything. It's B. It's Emery and Everett. All right.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Who are the first names of this duo? It's Brent and Paige, I guess the creators of Google or founders of Google. Is it Jerry and David? A, Jerry and David. B, Evan and Noah. C, Chad and Jod. Or D, Sergey and Larry.
I think it might be
Jod
Joed.
Page.
I think it might be like Joed or Jaweed or Jawed.
Or more likely, it is probably Jared, but Trivial Positive does have a habit of doing misspellings.
They spelled it with a W. Jewett. Jewett Page.
But watch, it's Chad and Jawad.
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 He's
I
just
don't-
black. That's what it is.
I don't know.
Just naming them all types
answer.
of stuff. Like Jadeveon Clowney. Great player. Great football player. I've selected my answer. You
I
guys
like
ready?
the name Jod, though. I like the name Jod.
Jod.
You know what Jonathan's naming his future son? Jod.
Jod.
Baby Jaws. Oh, I would buy him
Jaws.
all the Jaws stuff.
Jod
I would-
Keys.
I wouldn't be surprised if kids start coming out with names like that. Jod.
What is it? There was a teacher who was like, I have a student in my class, like on TikTok, they were like, I have a kid named Khaleesi. And like all these
Wow.
like Games of Thrones and Harry Potter's reference. And
Yep.
another teacher was like, yeah, we're just waiting for the next generation who's going to be named all anime characters.
I mean, heck,
'Cause that
Kevin
seems
Smith's
sim-
daughter is named Harley Quinn Smith.
Yeah. So there's like, you got the comic book era, and then you're going to get the, right now, anime is really big. So anybody having kids now is definitely, this is the generation of anime. At least
All
as
right,
a
you got your
middleman.
answers
But-
ready?
No, yes, I guess.
Yeah.
I have
I'm
my
just
sensible
guessing.
paper ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Got B, 2 B's and 1 A.
That makes me feel less secure in my answer.
I would have picked A, but I felt like Noah Page just sounded better.
How does Noah Page sound better?
I don't know. It just does. Sounds like the type of guy who spends all his time working on code.
I'm gonna be more pissed if it's Jod. You spent the whole moment clowning on that name for a second, and it ends up being Jod. I'm gonna Google.
All right, I'll go with the majority. No, I'll click on Jod.
It was D,
Oh.
Sergey and Larry. That's
Nobody.
Man, we didn't
interesting.
even give a second thought to them.
Right, we didn't even. Wow.
We didn't even consider Sergey to be a part of the running.
Dumbest.
You got Brooks and Dunn as a music duo. Is it A, Fox and Dana? Or Dana? No, it's Dana. B, Thomas and Peter. C, Bill and Mike. Or D, Kix and Ronnie.
I like Kix. I like that name. Kix Brooks, though.
Kix Brooks.
As we learn, people name their
Does
children
he actually
interesting
kick
things.
Brooks of water?
That's what he was destined for. To go to rushing brooks and just kick him.
I don't know. This is hard.
I think I have mine.
I think so too. I'm just kind of choosing this one because I have.
What sounds the best?
I don't even know who they are, or like even have a concept of who they are.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to be. You know what? I'm just gonna go with it. I don't even care if it's wrong. I'm just gonna go with it because I think it could be fun.
Are you doing the kick?
No.
All right.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Got D, C, and B.
You were
So,
choosing kicks. Liar.
I guess pick A and let's see what happens.
Let's see. If it's kicks,
It'd be so funny if it's kicks. Because I think Ronnie Dunn is why I went with it, not because
yeah,
of kicks.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yeah,
Ronnie
that name
Dunn.
kind of sounds familiar.
It's kicks! Yeah!
Jake and Paul.
Holmes and Watson as literary characters. Who, what? Like, okay, this is insulting
Oh my
your
gosh.
intelligence. But anyway, who are their first names? Is it Katie and Ike? B, William and Gregory? C, Sherlock and John? Or D, Jake and Paul? Which we know who they're referencing when it comes to Jake and Paul.
Let me choose Jake and Paul.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be fighting Mike Tyson soon.
I've been hearing that for like 2 years now.
It's officially happening now. They've already got
Is it?
posters and everything set. Yeah, it's set up.
Who's fighting, Jake or Paul? Don't they both
Jake-
do like
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul?
The brother is Logan. Logan.
Yeah,
Paul.
Logan.
Wait,
Yeah.
who's Logan's older?
Yeah, Logan's the older one.
Oh, I thought for a second Jake and Paul were like the brothers. But then when you're like Jake Paul's fighting, I'm like, oh, that's right. He's known. I know there's two of them. Anyway, I think I have my answer.
Yeah, do you?
Same. I think so.
Don't get sassy with me.
I'm a little unsure.
You cannot
go,
come at me
3,
with your post-it notes.
2, 1. Answer. It's C, obviously. It's
Both of
Sherlock
you have
Holmes.
Revealed
And
so
Dr.
much about
John
yourselves
Watson.
today.
Well, Alex is one, but let's do the last one just for old time's sake.
Ha! I don't have a movie.
Dang it, where was this question earlier? I know this
I
shit.
know.
That's
Same,
all
I know
knows.
this
Who are their first names? Sam and Dave, Daryl and John, Bob and Earl, Jen. You know, the game's over. Fuck it. It's Daryl and John.
No, wait. I want to see if Alex
Wait.
knew it.
Wait, quick question. If I had gotten this answer wrong, would either of you have won?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know it.
See, I wanted that
I know,
extra
where-
point.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, thank you.
But Daryl, I would not expect Daryl Hall. I would
Yeah,
expect
Daryl
Bob
Hall
Hall
and John Oates.
and Earl Oates, definitely.
Legendary group, legendary duo. They're amazing.
I like the name Daryl. I'm liking it more as I'm getting older. There's a while I like loved it because of The Walking Dead, then hated it because of The Walking Dead. But now Daryl as his own separate name, I'm digging it. I like it.
Nice.
If I were ever to
ending
produce his call,
tally, we got Alex with 11 points, Jerome with 10 points, and Jonathan with 7. So that means Alex is the winner of Trivia 9 on the board with 3 victories total. She is now the local FOTD Trivia champ. She now is the owner of the trivia belt and did it all while intoxicated. Look at that.
it had nothing to do with the alcohol. I just forgot to close the lid properly. That's all.
As we do, as we've started doing, post game recap. Jonathan, how are you feeling going into Trivia 9? Previous trivia champ, doing solid work out there. What went through your mind as you were going into this round?
Starting out, it was looking pretty bleak. Those directors got to me. I felt a little hopeful in the duos round, but just couldn't get the W. I will be paying more attention to those directors on those movie posters going forward.
All right. And Alex, as the new trivia champ, or rather returning trivia champ, because you've been trivia champ before, now you've regained the title once again for the 3rd time. How does it feel to be champ once again, knowing that you and winning the victory?
Well, I can only give thanks to one person only. I guess multiple people. ABBA. They are the only reasons I am standing victorious tonight. Their music has gotten me through low times, happy times, mid times. They have been there so many times. So thank you to them. And then thank you guys for screwing up constantly. Aha. So I appreciate it. I don't have a movie planned, by the way. I was not anticipating this victory.
Yeah,
I was
so
nowhere close.
audience, just so you know, the winners of the trivia round often picks a retro review for us to do. So Alex, once again has to provide a movie for us to review as a retro review. Her last pick was Jaws. And the one before that was Sharknado. So I'm wondering if she's going to stay shark themed or she's going to throw us a curveball.
Maybe. Don't put me into a box.
You said this last time. It's why you picked Jaws, was to stick with the shark theme.
All right, fine. The Meg. We're watching the Meg.
All right. I feel like that's on Peacock. Is it on Peacock?
It is on the Max, as I call it. It is also on Netflix. And I don't know about Peacock, but it is also streaming on Prime, I think. But I think actually that one is just 2 special services. So, the Max or Netflix.
All right, so audience, be on the lookout for our next retro review to be The Meg. It's going to be a good time. We also still have to honor Jasmine's request for her trivia game as well, but it was an actual game she wanted us to play, so that'll only be on the YouTube channel, so be on the lookout for that when that comes out. But anyway.
Wait. What were your thoughts, Jerome, going into this game? How are you feeling?
Honestly, we went into the game a little half-cocked. We were planning on just taking the W, and we really should have reviewed last time's film. We probably would have seen some of the mistakes and seen some of the shortcomings that we could have taken advantage of. But next time we'll make better halftime adjustments. And, definitely put our best starting players out there on the bench. Make sure we drink plenty of Gatorade. And next season, we're going to come back stronger than ever. Definitely. And take home the victory. I'm guaranteeing it. Hopefully, the people that we gave some insight to and the characters that we told everybody about, people watch their TV shows and give them a second chance.
On that note, socials, Jerome, where can people find you?
You can find me at Not Jerome Rant on Instagram. You can also, of course, always check out the YouTube channel, The First Ones to Die podcast, to see all types of extra content that you cannot get on the audio platform. In fact, we just did another First Ones to Die Talks About segment that just went up there. It's talking about our Oscar predictions. It's a little late, but better late than never.
Better late than never.
And so check out those predictions, and then stay tuned for our Dune Part 2 review that is slow coming. Listen, we got some technical difficulties we're trying to work through, but eventually Dune Part 2 will also be up there for you to hear our thoughts and hear our thoughts about the Oscars as well. And, the only way to get all that stuff is to go on over to the YouTube channel, where you can also find gaming videos, blogs, book reviews, mini reviews of other stuff we don't have time to do full reviews of. So go on over there and check that stuff out. It is great content, and it is stuff that'll change your life. Probably. I don't know. Maybe not. But you know what? It still will be great for you to see anyway. And Jonathan, where can people find you?
You can find me at Jonathan Keys on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you please. You can also follow us at The First Ones to Die. You can email us, thefirstones2die@gmail.com. If you're watching us on YouTube, please give us a like and subscribe. Go ahead and comment below. Did you enjoy this trivia match? Alex, where can people find you?
You can find me at Alex and Nobody on Instagram and on TikTok. I don't really post on Instagram now that I think about it as much anymore, but definitely TikTok. You can find me, and you can see Cheddar as well, because I know you guys love seeing him when he pops up as a little guest on these episodes. You can also find me at The First Ones to Die on TikTok, where I post little clips of episodes we have done, topics we are going to do, and some other stuff I do when I'm bored, because I have free range of the social media. And that's pretty much it.
Tune in next week as we take a dive into the American Society of Magical Negroes and find out if this movie is trash or is a triumph. There's only one way to find out. That's to tune in next week and hear what we have to say.
And I am very aware of my skin color, and I will know when to stop saying the title. Putting it out there.
But until then, see you Like, or rather, I'm sorry, have a good night, good morning, good day, whenever you're listening to this. And we will catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Hooah! Alex's face.
You know, a coworker brought up how I apparently keep me mugging him in my face, and I'm like, I can't change this. That's how I look. In all fairness, I can't help who I. We're gonna break Jonathan's cheeks muscles one day, making him wait there.
Well,
all
right
the
now,
time.
he honestly is doing a great job doing the mannequin challenge right now. I swear to God, he's super still. Go on over to the YouTube channel at The First Ones to Die to see all the fun stuff we got going on here, like mini reviews, book reviews, gaming videos, vlogs, all types of stuff.
Please follow us at The First Ones to Die everywhere. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe.